Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unemployment Journey, where we'll be travelling across Europe's major leagues and trying to win as many trophies as possible. Now from that 1-1 draw against Topos, we've got a few wins in there and a draw, and the first one against us, RKC, Pedro Henrique got 2 goals, which is what we like to see from our main centre forwards. Then we had a 1-1 draw against Willem 2, who are doing really well this year, so a draw is actually a decent result there. We did get a knock to Bruno Costa, and he's still struggling for fitness at the moment because he missed out on these couple of games here. But we did pick up 2 back-to-back wins. Gravelon scored the winner against Vitesse, and then we had a 2-1 win with Rainier and Klingen scoring against FC Groningen. They got a late consolation goal there, and it would have been nice to keep a clean sheet, but wasn't meant to be. But we are seeing much better performances, especially from the likes of Rainier, for example. You can see there, he's got 1 goal in his last 5 games, but since, where do we see the form for a second? There we go. Since we started switching up the formation, you can see there much better performances there compared to before, where he wasn't really getting involved as much, but now he's really starting to come in with some goals, with some assists, and we like to see that. So going into this game against Heerenveen, we've got Declan Rudd in goal, Heitor, Gravelon, Rosler and Ramon. Berdiso misses out with an injury. He's out for a few weeks, so he might even miss the tail end of the season, but we've got plenty of capable centre-backs to cover him in case. Ahead of that back four, we've got Post and Fidalgo, with Rainier as that number 10, Francho on the left, Klingen on the right, Pedro Henrique up front, and you can see there Bruno Costa still struggling for fitness a little bit, and Roma wasn't really playing that well, and since Klingen has come into the squad, the 17-year-old has really kept his place, and he's been doing really well. So, as you can see, we had a nightmare game against them towards the end of last season, so hopefully we can owe them after that and get a result here. And we do kick off, and I'm hoping that this new formation really starts paying dividends in games like this. And Klingen's intercepted the goalkeeper, it's giving it back to him, and they are able to come in on that left wing. Woodenberg, his cross is blocked, but it does come to Falk, and his effort's blocked. Back to Falk again. Rosler clears that one, but they do still have the ball, and it fizzles out into nothing. Right, the time is going pretty quickly here. We've kept a lot of the ball, but we haven't had any efforts on goal. But this looks promising here. Rainier and Heitor exchanges passes. Now Pedro Henrique, Franchu, and that's a goal there. We've taken the lead 11 minutes in, and we'll see that again. It was a good block from one of the defenders from Pedro Henrique's effort, but the ball fell nicely to Franchu, and you'll see that again here. Heitor with the free kick, exchanges some passes here with Rainier. The ball blocked, and there he's got pretty much an open goal to knock the ball into, and he picks out that top corner. Really nice finish that, and he's not been on the best run of form lately, but that was close. But Franchu does get the goal, and you can see there we've gone up to 7th in that little mini table, but we're still about 13-14 points from that Europa League spot, and it's getting further and further away from us, especially the more points that we drop, the further it goes. Alright, Francho's dispossessed, but we do win a throw-in deep into their half. But we don't get to see it. Heitor now. Played it back to Fidalgo. Now Post and Fidalgo exchanging passes. Klingen now getting involved with the play. And the ball out wide to Heitor is found. Played it all the way back to Post in space. And the fullback's now got it again. Exchanging passes with his captain, Fidalgo, Rainier. And the effort is tipped out for a corner by Hahn. Good football there. Really patient. Now the corners come in and Rose is beaten in the air. Klingon does pick it up though, and it's lost out. And they've got a chance to counter-attack here, and they've got 2 players coming in at that near post, and Klingon with a very tactical foul there to prevent anything serious happening to us. Woudenberg with the throw in for them, and they are starting to come into the game a little bit. It's a great ball by Falk, and Gravelon clears that out as far as he can, but they do have a corner now. Now Chidera, that's blocked. Rainier kicks that clear. Now Pedro Henrique, we've got a chance to counter here, but Pedro Henrique can't get any further with that. Yeah, that's one of the things that Pedro Henrique is not really the best at carrying that ball forward in those positions. We need him to hold the ball up a little bit better, maybe skip past a couple of challenges, but he's not really able to do that. He's very much a poacher, likes to get in and around the goal rather than sort of playing the football that builds up to it. Again, that's where Rainier comes in really, really well in that position to sort of do all the hard work for him. But they've had an effort here, but that's saved by Declan Rudd. And you can see there, 8 shots for them, but only 5 of them have been from distance, so they're not really threatening us. Past Fidalgo, now Rainier. It's Van Hator. Now Klingon, and it's a good effort. Han picks that up though. Right, Klingon looks like it's got a little bit of a knock. He says a bruised ankle. We'll see how it goes at half time. If not, we might stick Roma on that wing. Hightor now with the corner. Gravelon's header, and that's tipped over by Han. Good save there from the keeper. We've got 2 minutes of additional time. Falk clears the second corner, and Hightor's picked it up, but Omarson knocks it out for a throw-in. Right, you can see there we're 12 points behind our Zeds. Right. I will say keep it up. He's not playing well, so I will actually make that change. Roma on for Klingon. And so let's just tell him that he can make the difference. Give him that little bit of motivation to try and actually push forward a little bit more and contribute in front of goal, because that's been a little bit dry recently. And we want him to be doing well. He's from our academy. We like that. We want him to develop really, really nicely. Alright, it's Van Rijn for them. Played it inside, and Falk, who's tortured us in previous games, and there's no way. Poor, that shouldn't. Of course, that didn't go in there, but Declan Rudd's lucky there. That was awful goalkeeping, and we just about managed to clear it. Postwin's ahead of there, and we are starting to come out with the ball now. Rainier into Roma, and the ball's going to be picked up by Hightor. Now Rainier again, played the ball into Pedro Henrique, and that's a goal, but it looks like it's offside. Fantastic ball in by Rainier there for Pedro Henrique, and you'll just see it here. Ever so slightly offside there. Got a free kick, and that's cleared. Rainier will pick that up, and Pedro Henrique is now running down the left. He's got Roma running in on the right. Can he find him? Will he go alone? He goes alone, and that's just about saved by Han. Right, we're an hour into the game. Franchu's picked up a knock, and we will take him off. We'll give Bruno Costa some minutes as well. I think the rest of the team look pretty fit to finish off the rest of the game, except Hightor now. He wants to come off bruised shin, so we'll put Decker on for him. Those injuries might actually really catch up with us at some point. A lot of these players have played a lot of football this year, much more than they did last year. So it's not a surprise. Great save there by Declan Rudd. And they are starting to come into this game a little bit more. Right, we're 12 points behind RZ with about 7 games to go. The impossible feat of getting into the Europa League. Fidalgo plays that out to Roma now, and he's got Decker on the overlap. Doesn't choose to pass it to him though. Plays it inside to Rainier, who finds Ramon on that left wing. And the ball into Roma, and the header's gone over. Really should have tried to get that on target at least. Great ball in by Ramon though. Decker into Rainier. Plays it back to Ramon. Not to Decker even. Bruno Costa picks up the loose ball. And his effort is very well wide. Poor effort there. Right, 86 minutes on the clock. We've got 5 minutes of stoppage time. Let's hope we can just see this out. And with 7 seconds to go, this should be it. Played it back. And that's it. 1-0 win for Venlo. Great result there. I'm happy with that. That was special. Keep the morale high. And you can see there, RZ did win their game. So they are 12 points ahead of us. But we are getting close, and I think, even if we do finish 5th, that's still a very good achievement given how the early part of the season went. But that's going to be it for this episode, and we'll come back maybe for the Ajax game. It's going to be a big game, that, and it will that might be it for our challenge, or it might be the point where, if results go our way, especially that big RZ game there, then it might be time for us to sort of challenge for that spot, or it's just going to be the game where we don't get any European football. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and please do leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe and make sure you have the notification bell on so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.